Hello everyone! I wanted to come and hang out with you guys today, and for those watching the replay, this is obviously live, so there's going to be questions and talking and all of the other things, but I have missed this community so much. Hello, hello! So today we're going to be talking about demons, and I know there's a lot of conditioning and a lot of fears and a lot of things that go along with demons. I mean, even just, witches that are into, weird and dark things have a lot of like fears and stuff of demons. And I mean, I constantly have people come to me and like, hey, I've been doing witchcraft for all my life. I want to get into demonolatry, but I'm scared. Or, I've been raised in religion, and there's just all of these different things that can get in the way. So I wanted to just answer some really badass questions that I've been getting about demons and working with doing demonolatry, working with demons, and try to, dispel some of those fears. And one of my big missions is to kind of redefine what the dark arts are. Because a lot of people, whenever they think about demons, they think about dark arts, they just think about like cursing, and they think about, things that are harmful. And yeah, you can, call upon demons to do curse work or, to do things that are manipulative or harmful to people. But you can do that with anything. Everything's dualistic. There's darker and lighter sides to everything. But the way I use dark arts, the way that I work with the dark arts is, connecting with spirits, and teaching people to connect with spirits, for healing, for grief, for, just communication, getting closure. I work with demons to try to better my community, try to better myself, work on my own self-development, my own shadow work. And if you guys have any other questions as we're going through this, pop them in the chat, because I'd be happy to answer some questions. But I do have a little list here of some amazing questions I've been getting about demons, so we'll get to those in just a second. But yeah, like I said, I've been working with demons for several years, and it's been like the deepest, most intense journey of the self. I posted about this yesterday too. It's just been like this really intense journey of the self, that's been so rewarding. And I've had support and guidance, from these demons that everyone thinks are so evil, They help me with shadow work. They help me with, healing traumas, like very, very deep and old traumas, stuff from childhood and stuff from, hello everyone, stuff from, just deep things that therapists haven't been able to touch. And, just doing my own healing work hasn't been able to touch. Demons have helped me with physical healing, with all of these chronic illnesses that I deal with. They keep things manageable. And like right now I'm working with my doctors, of course, but also my deities and demons to, work on, progressing my healing journey. So I don't have these migraines and I don't have to deal with these chronic illnesses so much. And yeah, so demons can do some pretty beautiful things. And like demons, like, Lucifer loves helping anybody, work on goals that are for like the betterment of mankind, the betterment of your community. Like, that's amazing. I've worked with Lucifer, for some incredible goals that have been completely, selfless, just trying to help my community and help, make the world a better place. So demons aren't, these evil, harmful beings that are here just to, help you force somebody into a manipulative love, relationship or something, or to curse everybody online whenever they look at you wrong. They're for far more than that. They can help with those things, but in my opinion, you're not really going to get too far if the intentions are shitty. So, but let's get to some questions. Hello. And for everybody just joining, just pop some questions in the chat if you feel like it. We're talking about demons today. And I do plan on going live here on Instagram, and I will be going live on TikTok as well. I'm planning on doing this like every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Central Time, but yesterday it didn't work out. And today I was going to go live hours ago, but that didn't work out. Everybody that knows me knows that time schedules and me aren't the best. So I can do things whenever I can do them though. And I'm here and I'm ready for this. I don't have a lot of time though, so we're going to have to get through these questions quickly. But the first question, these are all questions that people have been sending me either through like messages on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, or putting them in comments, or, just having conversations with people in real life. So I thought these were some pretty incredible questions, so I wanted to answer them today. So the first one, are demons evil? No, demons are not evil. Demons have been deemed evil since Christianity decided to come through and, you know, basically tell everybody that a lot of deities and demons were evil. So the word demon, I think I put this in my post yesterday, but the word demon actually comes from the Greek word daemon, which means helpful spirit. And a lot of these energies are older than the founding of Christianity itself. Like some of these demons are ancient Egyptian, you know, spirits that have, you know, shown up in older texts and things for so long. And some of their names, you know, change, or they, you know, like the names evolve a little bit. And a lot of these demons are actually connected with Greek deities or Egyptian deities, you know. And sometimes you'll find that they're the same spirit. Sometimes you'll find they're like different versions of the same spirit. But that's kind of, you know, based on your own experience. But for example, Astaroth. Astaroth is a demon, an incredible demon. I actually have Astaroth's sigil tattooed on me right here, because Astaroth has been such an incredible, incredible light in my life. Like I could go on for days about that, but your reception is atrocious. Well, it's okay. The replay will be up later, and I'm also going to put it on YouTube, so you're just fine. But I'm glad to have you here. Astaroth, for example, is, you know, associated with Astarte. And also so many other Ashtaroth, like there's so many others that a lot of people have thought are the same entity as Astaroth. Some people think they're different, you know, versions of the same entity. And you'll find like a lot of different spirits, you know, that kind of have those, you know, corresponding things in like Roman, you know, folklore, or like Greek mythology, different things like that. But you just have to, like I said, use your own experience to find out if you think they're the same entity or if you think they're different. So sorry, I'm talking a little fast. My husband's on his way home, and my dog's going to get crazy. He gets so excited when my husband gets home. So I'm trying to be fast because I can't be on here too long before that happens. But, so demons are not evil. And if you take the time to connect with demons, you'll figure that out yourself. You'll, you know, with your own intuition, you know, I can't speak today. With your own intuition, you'll be able to feel, you know, does this entity feel evil to me? And you'll get an absolute F no, because they're not evil. And like I said earlier, they can be called upon for evil, you know, purposes. But honestly, like demons are really all about like challenging you, helping you grow. I mean, some of the most, you know, presumably evil demons, like Lucifer, you know, who's associated with the devil and stuff. Like Lucifer is all about growth, all about personal evolution, all about self-development, bettering mankind, freedom, you know, inner power. I mean, like, what's evil about that? Like, that's incredible things. And he's an incredible ally to work on yourself with. And like I said, too, to, you know, try to help your community, help better the freaking planet, you know? So in my opinion, no, demons are not evil at all. They are darker beings, though. They're powerful. They're freaking intense. Demonolatry isn't for everybody. It's, you know, it's something you have to figure out if it's for you or not, and which demons that you feel comfortable working with. It's, you know, you have to build up your intuition before you get into this kind of work. Have your own discernment in place so you know, if this is right for you, what demons are right for you, you know, and you do have to kind of take down some of that conditioning, some of those walls that people have put up for us around them being evil or being scary or having ill intentions. But yeah, so I don't think they're evil. I don't think they're evil at all. And I've worked with them for years and never had them do anything to try to harm me, to try to mess up my life. And yeah, like, it's been an incredible journey. Like I said, it's been a deep journey of the self. And that's beautiful to me. That's not evil at all. So next question. Should I connect with demons before doing spell work with them? I personally am all about this. I've seen, you know, several of you here are in the Dark Arts Academy, and, you know, some of you do mentoring with me. If you've ever gotten, you know, like my demonic course or like any sort of, you know, free classes I've done on demonolatry or anything, I'm all about building relationships. I'm all about, you know, not just diving into, because these are not genies. They're not like genies in a bottle where you're like, rub, you know, the little thing and get your 3 wishes. You have to put in some work, and you'll have a much better time, and you'll have a lot more success if you build relationships with demons. And if you guys want to go over to YouTube too, and I will be putting this video on YouTube, but I do have a free class on there called Demonically Intrigued, and I actually like, step by step lay out my framework for how I, teach people to go about, working with demons. And it's literally step by step. You start off with initiating the connection after you've done research and you've kind of chosen what demons, or, just kind of gotten in tune with what demons you want to reach out to. And then you initiate the connection, you keep it simple, and then you build up from there, by building the relationship, doing some meditation, maybe doing some dream work, doing some like bath, shower rituals, doing some journaling, then maybe like kind of go into some like divination, some invocations, making like ritual oils for them, doing some like lighter invocations and like rites, and then, going on to spell work. And they'll help give you guidance on when you're ready to do that spell work. And they'll even give you guidance on how to do the spell, so it's way more effective and it's going to be way quicker in action. So the longer you build up a relationship, and you don't have to do it for a long time. And like I said, you can get guidance from the demons on when you're ready to actually work with them. But hello there, nice to see you here. But yeah, they'll give you guidance on, when, you're ready to actually do the damn work. But yeah, go check out that class on YouTube. It's called Demonically Intrigued. It's free and it's super badass. And I also do have a class coming up called Infernal Connection here in 2 weeks. It's only $33, and we're going to be doing a dream ritual with Lucifer, or you can do it with another demon if you choose to too. But the class itself, before we do the ritual, is going to be just all about connecting with demons, kind of the rewards of building relationships, and actually just how to go about connecting with them, keeping it simple, doing some meditation, doing bath rituals, journaling, that kind of thing. So that's going to be a super powerful class. So if you want to come join that, you can find it on my website. And you can also join the Dark Arts Academy. It's my monthly membership, and there's a ton of resources in there for demonology. And I'm always adding more. Like this month, I'm adding a ton more of videos. So yeah, there's printables, there's rituals in there, there's all kinds of things. So the Dark Arts Academy is pretty fire. And that's $66 a month. But I mean, there's a plethora of things in there. Like we do live group rituals. We're doing 2 live group rituals together next week. We are including making a protection servitor, or starting a protection servitor. It's going to take us about a month to finish it. But yeah, it's incredible. We do live rituals. There's a whole archive, full of videos and stuff. So it's amazing. Thank you. The Dark Arts Academy is the best. Yeah, we miss you in there, actually. We need to get you back in there. Hello, everyone. Sorry, I've been talking. I get in talking mode and I do not check the chat. Let me see if I've missed anything here. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, hello. So next question, do demons have specialties? Yes, they do. There's several demons like Lucifer, Lilith. Lilith isn't a, goetic demon, but she's very much considered a demon. She's a demoness. She's like the queen of demons. But like Lucifer and Lilith can help with a ridiculous amount of things. I mean, like we're talking about like confidence, shadow work, healing, wealth. I mean, so many things. Like a few demons like that can help with like everything, anything that your heart desires, that you can, get their help, their guidance on, and they will help powerfully, and they'll help you figure out how to attain those goals. But a lot of demons do have very specific specialties, like Belial. Belial's kind of a multifaceted demon as well, but Belial's really good for like, wealth and success, building up your business, like going after like self-development, kind of in the, like with the target of like success and like personal development and like, shadow work and stuff, like going towards success, like for your career, for your business. Like he has been inconsequential, like absolutely invaluable in my business. Like I wouldn't have been able to do it all of these years without him, honestly. So there are, like very specific qualities and like reasons to work with a lot of demons. Oh, I think my husband's home, so my dog's probably gonna bark. But we'll try to get through some more questions here because it's going to get really loud. So I apologize in advance. But the next person asked, oh, and on the subject of specialties, there's a lot of old, like I cannot speak today, grimoires and things that you can find out what reasons you should go to different demons, for. And there's also a guide in the Dark Arts Academy on, what goals you have and what demons would be good for those, We also go through like beginner demons, if you're just starting out, for, different goals and things. But there's lots of different places you can find them. You can search online. Just be careful where you get your information online. S. Connolly has a bunch of amazing books on demonolatry. Just as I say with all books, take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind, because sometimes there's a lot of bullshit in books, even with incredible authors like her. So just, use your own intuition with everything having to do with, occultism or witchcraft. You have to use your own intuition because there's a lot of bullshit. Even with stuff that I talk about, like I always remind the academy and stuff and people I mentor, like, don't just take everything I'm saying as fact or law, because this is my experience. This is, like what I've learned, and you have to do that for yourself. So take new information in and always be open to new information, but, kind of use your own filter to figure out if that's right for you, if that feels right for you, if that's appropriate for your path. If that sounds like bullshit, then toss it, If that just doesn't resonate with you, then leave it behind, because there's a lot of bullshit, especially in the occult world. So just remember that. Do I need experience with witchcraft before working with demons? This is a really good question. Like, I thought this was super important because I do think, and I do talk about this in like the, free Demonically Intrigued class on YouTube. And I talk about this all the time. Like, there are some basic things that you do need to know. Like, you need to know protections before you get into working with demons. You need to know banishing. You need to, know how to banish something if something else comes through that you don't want, or if you're feeling really uncomfortable with the demon being present. Like, you need to understand, like, how to take care of things if things went, how you didn't want. And there are some trickster spirits and some tag-along spirits that come along, with some demons. King Payman's really known for having a lot of tag-along spirits. So, it's just good to know how to banish things. So that way you don't have things, in your space, especially like after the ritual, and you don't want those things in your space. Like, you need to know how to banish things. And trickster spirits do happen. Those are real things. So it doesn't happen very often in my experience with, mediumship and with demons. Like, I just haven't had a ton of experiences with trickster spirits, but it does happen. So, if you have like a harmful spirit that's hanging around, you need to know how to banish it. So banishing, protections, some like routine cleansing work is really good to know before working with demons. And then I feel like there's something I'm forgetting. And then just like kind of spellcraft, know how to do, spells. There's kind of a different way of doing things with demons, but I mean, like, once you, figure things out a little bit, then you just kind of like make your own spells. You craft things to your own way. And everyone should be doing that with witchcraft anyways. Like, you should learn basics of things and then craft your own way. Like, that's a huge thing. There's actually going to be a class on that soon too. It's going to be called Your Sacred Practice, and that's going to be coming out next month. And it's going to be all about crafting your own practice. That's yours. It's sacred. It incorporates whatever is right for you, whether it's like witchcraft things or if it's demonolatry, like, it's going to go over all of that, and it's going to be amazing. But yeah, there's some basics, and like I said earlier too, demonolatry is not for everybody. Working with demons is not for everybody. And if you're not willing to put in work on the physical realm, you're probably not going to have a very good time with demonolatry, because demons want you to work, they want you to do your part to get, to attain the goal that you're going after. So yeah, if you're lazy about your goals, demons can help sometimes with motivating you. And you can even do a spell, about that specifically, like motivating yourself to, go after the things you want to go after. But yeah, the demons are not just going to do all the work for you. So if that's what you're wanting, then that's probably not going to be super great for you. But yeah, can demons really help me get riches? Yes, there are lots of demons. Like I mentioned earlier, Belial. Clonic is a really powerful demon for, and there's not a ton online about Clonic, but there's a good amount. There's enough to get started. But Clonic is like, I think, a really, really good beginner demon for, wealth and for, success, like just like abundance in general. And like really fast cash too. Like Clonic's really good with like specific amounts of cash. Like I need to pay this bill. I need this amount of money by this date. Like Clonic's really good at stuff like that. Or just longer term wealth as well. But I feel like Clonic is like super powerful with like specific amounts, specific timelines, and really good beginner demon. But yeah, these, like I said, a second ago, these demons aren't going to do the work for you. You do have to have things in place so you have a way to make this money, or you've got some ideas on how to like open up opportunities to make this money. The money's not just going to just poof out of the air and like it's yours, like you have to have something set up, like you have to have a business, or you have to have a job, or you have to have a possibility for inheritance, or random money from the government. It's like there has to be avenues, realistic avenues, and you can make more opportunities to make this money, like open things up so you have more opportunities to make the money, and the demons will help the money be yours, so they can definitely help with that, and it's incredible. And money work with demons, I think, and just money work in general in witchcraft too, is a really powerful way, I think, to start, because it helps you build up your confidence and your power and your craft, because it's like a very realistic and like substantial thing, that you can see, like, okay, I made this happen in the physical realm and in the spiritual realm. But like it builds up your confidence, like, okay, I can make this happen. Like I made this money, like I can make anything happen, like you have to have that kind of mindset if you're going to be doing magical workings, because we are humans anyways, even if you're not a witch or a demonolatress or a demonolator. We have the superhuman power to manifest. We are powerful as fuck. Like we can make some crazy shit happen. Like pyramids didn't exist, skyscrapers didn't exist, humans couldn't fly. Humans made all of these things happen. Sometimes, unfortunately, people were used, to make those things happen. But these things all started, as ideas in the brain, and they became reality. So remember that, like, you can do that too. We're humans. We are powerful as fuck. Like, we are seriously powerful. And then you're a witch, or you're doing demonolatry on top of that. You can make anything happen. Like, literally anything. Anything. So just remember that, okay? So I think we just got a couple questions left, and my husband is about to be here any minute, so we gotta hurry. Precautions to take with kids in the house. So I know a lot of people that say that you shouldn't work with demons at all if you have kids in the house. And if that's what you believe personally, like, then your beliefs do create your reality. So you might, like we were just talking about manifesting, you might manifest some negative things to happen if you think there's going to be negative things happening. So you might have to work through, some conditioning. But I know hundreds of people that do demonolatry with the kids in the house. They don't do it around the children. They keep their altar space, protected. They keep it cleansed. They keep it away from the children. And, they work with demons they feel really comfortable with, that they don't feel are going to, do anything to harm the children. And they're just smart about it, So, all right, my husband just showed up, so we're going to have to cut this short. But I'll be back. We'll probably do a live, maybe in a couple of days, but then we'll start doing a live every Wednesday at 3 p.m. as well. But it was so nice hanging out with you guys. If anybody has any questions, feel free to message me. And yeah, go check out my website for some really badass things too. And come join us for the Infernal Connection class coming up in a couple of weeks. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye, everyone.